Okay, it looks like everyone's settled and we have a lot to cover today. So let's dive in. Assalamu alaikum and good morning to all members. It is a pleasure to welcome Mr. Aizat, the Secretary, Mr. Zarif Amza, the Program Coordinator, Mr. Danish Hakimi, the Planning Director, Mr. Hamka from Marketing Department, and Mr. Obed, the Outreach Manager. There should be a representative from administration, Ms. Nurul Amini, and Mr. Hazim Haikal from management. Unfortunately, Mrs. Nurul Amini and Mr. Hazim Haikal will not be here today because they have an urgent matter to attend to. Let me first explain the purpose of the meeting. We are here to discuss what can we do to support the Sustainable Development 2030 agenda. This is commitment towards a more sustainable, resilient, and inclusive development. To start off, let's read the minutes of our last meeting, which was held on June 30, 2023. 11 people attended the last meeting and 2 were absent. It's all good for item 1 and 2. Next up, matters arising. We have less participation from the community as we expected, but we figured out how to overcome this problem by having campaigns to support our program. Then,
Uh, could I just say something here, Mr. Chairman?
yes, go on, Mr. Zarif.
I feel there is an error regarding the campaigns. The campaigns that we are having are through social media. So it would be better to add the word social media before the word campaigns.
I agree with Mr. Zarif. We should add it to avoid misunderstanding about the campaign that we are having.
Oh, I see. Thank you, Mr. Zarif, for highlighting that mistake. Mr. Aizat, can you take note of that?
Sure, Mr. Chairman, I will take note of that.
Okay. Is there anything else for the rest of the minutes?
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
you realize that there is a misspelling of Mr. Obed name. Instead of Obed with the letter I, it spells Obid without the I in the minutes.
Oh,
Thankfully, thank you, Ms. Hamka, because you being aware of that. I didn't even notice that even though it is my name.
okay. Thank you for your awareness, Mr. Hamka. So, would someone move that the minutes of the last meeting is confirmed?
I propose that the minute be accepted.
I second the motion.
Okay. If there are no more amendments, I confirm the minutes of the last meeting. Let's move on to item 2 on the agenda. Matters arising. We are planning in making this program in order to participate and show our support to the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. Mr. Zarif Amza, I have been informed about your plans to undertake a campaign to preserve stray and wild animals. It is a commendable initiative, and I believe it's crucial to address the issue of stray animals in our community. Can you tell me more about that, Mr. Zarif?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, for your support. Yes, I strongly believe that we need to take action to rescue and rehabilitate stray animals. However, I have some concerns regarding the shortage of manpower for this campaign.
I understand your concerns, Mr. Zarif. It's essential to have a dedicated team to ensure the success of such a campaign. Have you explored any solutions to overcome this manpower shortage?
Yes, Mr. Chairman. In order to address this issue, I took the liberty of meeting with Dato' Masri bin Haji Razali, the mayor of Seremban. He was quite receptive to our cause and agreed to help assemble community members who are willing to offer their assistance in rescuing stray animals.
Wow, that's excellent news, Mr. Zarif. Collaborating with the local government and involving the community will undoubtedly strengthen our campaign. It is crucial to have the support and involvement of the residents of Seremban.
I completely agree, Mr. Aizat. We need to create a sense of ownership and responsibility among the residents. To facilitate their participation, I have already created a registration form for the interested residents of Seremban who wish to volunteer and be a part of this campaign.
That's a proactive step, Mr. Zarif. The registration form will help us keep track of the volunteers and streamline the campaign's coordination. We should ensure that the form is easily accessible and widely promoted within the community.
Absolutely, Mr. Chairman. I have already discussed this with Mr. Obed, the outreach manager, for the best ways to promote the registration form and reach out to potential volunteers. We plan to use social media, local community centers, and even distribute flyers to raise awareness about the campaign and encourage participation.
Oh, is this true, Mr. Obe?
Yes, Mr. Chairman. So me and Mr. Zarif have already discussed this matter, and we will use social media to attract people to join our campaign.
Okay, that sounds like a comprehensive approach, Mr. Zarif. I am pleased to see your dedication and proactive efforts in organizing this campaign. Please keep me updated on the progress and let me know if there is anything else I can do to support your initiative.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chairman. I appreciate your support and encouragement. I will make sure to keep you informed of any developments. And if any further assistance is required, I won't hesitate to reach out. Together, we can make a significant difference in the lives of stray and wild animals in Seremban.
Yes, I have faith in your abilities, Mr. Zarif. Let us work together to make this campaign a resounding success. Good luck with the preparations, and I look forward to hearing about the positive impact we can create for our community and its animals.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Your confidence means a lot. I am excited about this campaign and I will do my best to ensure its success. I will keep you updated on our progress. Thank you again for your support and guidance.
Okay, you're welcome. Next. So, Mr. Hamka, can you share your financial report for this campaign?
Sure, Mr. Shaban. So I guess Assalamualaikum, everyone. So I am the finance manager for this project, and I would like to show my report regarding our finance in preserving stray animal lives on the Seremban campaign. So my report consists of two things about PA system renting for our seminar and banner for our campaign. So for the PA system, for Mr. Obed Khalil seminar in schools around Seremban, if I'm not wrong, there are two schools. And after further discussion with Mr. Obed, I have decided to take the package at the price of 1,200 ringgit, which is the cheapest and the most affordable package that includes delivery, the PS system to the venue.
I am sorry for interrupting, Mr. Hamka, but can you tell me why did you choose 1,200 ringgit package instead of the 1,800?
Oh, thank you. Very good question, Mr. Izzat. Okay, considering that our event needs a lot of funds, after deciding with Mr. Obed Halil, we decide to cut the cost by taking the most affordable cost to make sure it fits with our very tight budget, considering that there are many places that we can put our money instead of PA system. So again, I guess we will move on to the banners. So after further discussion for this campaign, I'm decide to only order two banners with two different size. I will order the first one, a banner with size 5'2" use for the seminar that Mr. Obed will use at the seminar at school. And it actually only cost 18 ringgit. And the banner which much bigger with size 10 feet, 10 times 4 feet, it will use if we have any opening ceremony that it only costs 60 ringgit. Another banner and poster will be distributed on social media. I guess that's all from me, Mr. Chairman.
It's great to hear that, Mr. Hamka. Keep up the great work. Now we move on. Our last meeting here indicated that we have social media campaigns to support our program. Just like Mr. Hamka said. So, what is our report on that, Mr. Obed?
Okay, Mr. Chairman. So me and my team have blasted the news all over social media. We used the company account to blast it on Instagram and also Twitter. And Alhamdulillah, we have plenty of positive feedback from the community. So we are very excited as they are willing to support saving the stray animals' life. So now we want to set up an account to create a funding for the good deeds that we will do. So it is okay to do that, Mr. Chairman?
Okay, I positively approved of that. Mr. Izzat, please put that in our minute meeting. We need to bring that into the next meeting. Is there anything else, Mr. Obed?
Yes, that is one more thing. It is about our outreach programs that to bring awareness to the community. So in the last meeting, we approached several schools to give an awareness talk, or we can call it as a seminar. So we came up with a title, which is the benefits of adoption. So there were several feedbacks from like SMK Seremban Jaya and also SMK Seremban 2. They were very excited to have us. So we will suggest that the seminar be held in August. And in the meantime, we will also find and collaborate with good speakers in Seremban to talk about the topic.
Wow, that is very good. There were so many good speakers in Seremban. I can help your team to find them.
Thank you, Mr. Izzat. It will help me and my team so much.
Okay, that is very good, but I want to add up on the title, the benefits of adoption. I think you could mention about the animals. So the people will not misunderstand about the adoptions, whether it is for kids or animals. So I guess it's settled then. Mr. Isaac and Mr. Obed, keep me updated on those outreach programs. By the next meeting, I need it completed.
All right, Mr. Chairman, we have an exciting proposal to discuss today, and I'd like to invite our new colleague from the planning team, Mr. Danish, to present their new proposal. Please.
Thank you to our moderator and Mr. Chairman for working hard today. Today we'll be discussing about a new proposal implementation of safe haven shelter and feeding station for stray animal in Seremban. This initiative are vital for preserving the life of stray animal and improving their overall welfare. Safe haven shelter should be strategically located in area where the stray animal are commonly found. We can consider using existing structures such as repurposed buildings or portable shelter to minimize our costs. It is important to ensure that the shelter provide a safe and comfortable environment with proper ventilation, insulation, and protection from the elements. Adequate space for animals to move around, rest, and receive medical care is also crucial. I am planning to place feeding stations throughout the Seremban city to provide a regular access to food and water for stray animals. We should consider and planning to put our feeding station locate at near parks and place where stray animals are frequently sighted. The design of feeding station that I planning is to prioritize the durability, weather resistant, and easy to maintain. We can rely on dedicated volunteer or automating feeding system to replenish our food and water regularly. For now, the right place for us to carry out our project is still under review and will be carried out if we get approval from our higher up and Mr. Chairman.
Okay, what about veterinary care and medical support for the animals in the shelters?
Thanks, Mr. Chairman, for asking that. For that, I am planning to collaborating with a local veterinary clinic because it is crucial for animal well-being for the animal. We should establish partnership with local veterinary to provide a regular medical checkup, vaccination, and necessary treatment for the animal in the safe haven shelter. It is essential to have a protocol in place for emergency situation and ensure that veterinary care is ready available when it needed. That's why collaborating with local veterinary clinic is important in our project because their skill is needed in managing safe haven shelter for stray animal.
Okay. So, Mr. Danish, based on your proposal, volunteer involvement sounds very, very good. So, how can we engage the community in this initiative?
Okay, thank you, Mr. Amka. Engaging volunteer from community is indeed vital, Mr. Amka. We should actively seek volunteer to assist with the operation of safe haven shelter and feeding station. Engaging the community through the social media is excellent way to promote our initiative and encourage volunteer to involve. I suggest and planning to create a compelling content to develop engaging and informative content about our objective of the project. We could include the story of a stray animal, success story of animal finding safe haven shelter, and educational post on stray animal welfare. Use visually appealing image and video to capture attention and evoke emotion of the people so that we can have the people who watch our video can feel responsibility and attract them to join and volunteer in our safe haven shelter and feeding station for a stray animal project. Okay, that's all from me.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Danish, for presenting this comprehensive plan for the implementation of the Safe Haven Shelters and Feeding Stations project. Let's discuss further steps, including resource allocation, finances, timelines, and how to attract volunteers to our project to make this proposal a reality in our next meeting. I think we have discussed enough for what we are supposed to do. So, are there any other business that anyone would like to add?
I'm sorry, Mr. Chairman, but for the collaboration with the local business, actually, Mr. Ali Hassan already proposed seeking sponsorship and partnerships from local businesses, including pet industry companies, veterinary and clinics, and animal welfare organization. So the committee decide to form a subcommittee to research and approach potential partners. That's all from me.
Oh, collaboration with local business. From Mr. Ali Hassan, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Is Mr. Ali Hassan the people from Seremban?
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Oh, I see. So I think it is a really good idea to collaborate with local business, because we will help us and make our program better, I think. Anyone would like to add any other? No,
So, Chairman, so I do believe because for the progress of this project, I do believe that we in this next meeting we should seeking uh, take care of our financial, because from the proposal from Mr. Danish, it's look like it need a lot of money. So as a finance manager here, I think we should look again about our financial status so we can make sure this project actually happen.
Oh, I see. I see. I understand that. So, just like Mr. Isaac say, we have a help from a collaboration with local business. So I think that would not be a really big problem because we have collaboration. So I hope it will help us more in that term.
I
So, Mr. Isaac, please take note of that, write it in the minute meeting so we can
All right,
discuss
Mr.
it in the
Chairman.
next meeting.
All right.
Okay. So if there is no more objection, let's bring this meeting to a close for today. It will be great if we can schedule the next meeting, can we?
Of course, Mr. Chairman, sure. For 2 weeks from now, on July 26, 2023, time and venue will be informed later. See you next thing.
Okay, that will be great. Okay, thank you to all for your attendance. The meeting is adjourned.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you,
Okay,
Mr.
everyone.
Chairman. Thank you,
Thank you,
guys.
Have
Mr.
a wonderful
Chairman.
day.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Settle.